Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Hey everyone, checking in on oil, switching to a gray background for vision purposes. Looking at this weekly chart to start it off on oil, we had the really nice bearish entry after the inventory report 2 weeks ago, rejecting from our downtrend resistance, and now we're bouncing just above our uptrend support. You can see this range is getting tighter and tighter, and we're going to be looking for a break of this range sometime in the next 6 weeks, I would say. So the bulls need to see a little bit more follow through to the upside in order to maintain this support, although next week it will be down here at really the upper $46 range. So there is still some wiggle room for the bulls to hold it, and even if we dip below it, we're looking at the close of the week. It's the week close that is important in terms of this uptrend support line. So zooming in a little bit, looking at the daily time frame and seeing that we had a bit of an oversold bounce, and we bounced from down at 43.79, and that was a big dip, and we saw a nice bounce up, and we hit that downtrend resistance, and now we're trying to form a higher low here of 46.77. This is a bullish reversal hammer from Friday. We need a green day on Monday to confirm it, ideally breaking 48.17 and seeing some follow through to the upside. So you can see this range zooming out. We're just getting tighter and tighter, and we are going to see a break sometime in the near future. You could be looking at those trend lines. Personally, I'm going to be looking at price action. I'm going to be looking at the range right now of 43.79 and 51.97. I'm not convinced that this is our new higher low yet until we see some upside, and then once we do see some upside, if we do, then that will be the new higher low that we look at, and the range will instantly shrink significantly. So keeping an eye on the bulls to start the week. Resistance is going to be up at 50.26. That's where a lower high was set. That will be a pretty major resistance in the short term. And watching to see how much follow-through the bulls can see to the upside. If we do see continuation throughout this week back to the upside, the resistance is going to be in the mid to lower $51 range. Looking at USO on the daily time frame, so we can see it's a bit of a different setup with a lower high and lower low pattern that we've been seeing over the past couple of months. So the bulls are trying to form a higher low, same kind of bullish reversal candlestick, need confirmation on Monday with another green day, and then we'll be looking up at resistance of 1030 and then on up to 1070. Bulls need a higher low and then a higher high to reverse this downtrend that we have been in since pretty much all 2017, lower highs and lower lows. So the bulls need to see this higher low now and then a higher high to try and turn things around. And as we know, oil, the $54 level has been very significant as in terms of resistance, and if we can break that $54 level longer term, the potential for oil definitely increases in terms of the reward aspect of the risk to reward scenario. So USO needs to see this higher low and then break the higher high, but in my opinion, we'll likely have to see a tightening range and continue forming higher lows. I don't think we're just going to go right from this level and break through 1070 back to the upside. Weekly time frame shows you just how tight it's been. A lot of choppy action all of 2017, and really this is going all the way back to June of 2016. So almost a year now. Obviously, there's some big time swings within this range, but in terms of zooming way out and the kinds of price action we've seen over the past 3 years, the range has been tight over the past year. So the bulls are doing everything they can to defend 950 on USO. And again, the lower high pattern has to break. We had a high back in June of 2016, lower high in January, lower high in April, lower high now in May. And we have to turn this trend around on USO for the bulls to try and regain their footing and change this trend, which does favor the bears. So the US oil trend does not favor the bears yet because we do still have these higher lows on this daily time frame. Longer term, we do have the lower highs as well, but the higher lows are where the difference lies between USO and US oil. So looking for some upside to start this next week. If we do not confirm this bullish reversal candlestick on Monday, the bears will continue to have the upper hand, and we'll be watching to see if they can defend this uptrend support line. So I appreciate you watching. We'll continue to check back in. Have a great night.